Evening, y'all. Chief Prepper here. So I made a video earlier. I was ranting about a couple things. I've decided not to publish that one. We, as the conservative right, or the people who believe in going to work and paying taxes and doing right, whether you fall to the extreme right or the moderate right, we need to be very careful. The liberal fucks of the world are really trying to instigate some kind of armed incident. And what I'm getting ready to say is probably going to irritate some people. I am going to jump on the bandwagon with Black Scout survival. I think the next president, if we have a next president, will be Democrat. So while we're all like pigs in slop right now, you need to be cognizant of that. You need to understand that Trump this is his only term. And you know what? Say something else that's fucked up. I've been saying for months now, I think Trump is a dark horse. It does not look good for him to be on record saying, why are we talking about the Epstein files? And then the list that was supposedly on Pam Bondi's desk, well, apparently there's no list anymore. And this is after Elon Musk comes out and says, hey, yo, fuck turds, guess which dickhead's on the list, which is why it ain't being published. Makes you go, So you need to plan for the Democrats being in charge again. And that means you need to continue prepping, but you need to get the fuck out of debt. You need to be so that you are not beholden to the government for things you don't need. Sell off the shit that doesn't bring value to your life, your future life. Keep tools, keep clothes, keep things to make clothes, keep the prepping shit. I've been talking about for almost a year now unloading a car. I've officially decided I'm unloading it next week. I can't do it sooner because it's too close to the next payment coming out, and there will be issues with the money and the check. So payment comes out on the 15th, and I will unload that car. I will take all of that money, and assuming the loan is paid off, and I will put it towards a credit card, and then the end of August, I'll pay a credit card off about $20,500. So I'm going to be following my own advice. And then thereafter, I will probably go after another card. I have 3. Yeah, I've been being a bad cheap prepper. So if I had sold the car a month and a half ago, I'd have got $12,200. Now I'm not going to get but about 8. So bad decisions equate bad consequences. So you need to make sure you concentrate on all the normal purple stuff: food, water, shelter, security, medicine, and now get rid of your debt. Just get rid of it. I will keep a car up for sale, another car, and if someone offers me money for it, I will sell it too. I have another car that I'm working on, having a motor built for it. It's going to be pretty expensive, but not quite race quality, but it's going to be stout for the car. But that requires a whole slew of other things: transmission, bell housing, rear end, shifter, headers, exhaust, probably redoing the electrical on it, minimum water pump and alternator. Power steering would be nice, and then air conditioning also very important, very nice down here. It's a 68 Dodge Dart, so the other thing I may do is just get it running and leave it as is for a while and concentrate. Been going full bore Goal is, based on what I know mentally right now, try to buy land as soon as possible, but that requires a down payment of a significant amount of money, and I'm torn between two properties that are available right now. And then after my dad dies, there's still a chance that I'll go relocate to the Pacific Northwest. But it's very expensive up there. It's almost so expensive up there that we can't live. And then there's bad political views and bad laws. They're outlawing internal combustion engines by 2030. Texas recently passed a law outlawing lab-grown meat. Yay. But there's just so many fucking problems on the horizon right now that you almost can't be ready for them. So do the best you can. Like I said, I've said for over a year now, if you're ready for a natural disaster, then you're 90% ready for anything else. So now we know, after the Hurricane Helena and the floods back east, the Texas floods, you need a place to store shit that is off-site from where you live, in an elevated position, especially if you're anywhere around rivers or creeks. Because if you don't have that, and all you have is all your preps where you're at, your shit is going to wash away. Alright? These fucking natural disasters keep coming around, and it's just fucked up. We're almost at 7 minutes. Yeah. I got 2 big projects that I need to wrap up, and I'm working on generators. The big projects I need help with because I just can't do shit. It's fucking hot outside. So if you ain't done by 11, then you're fucking suffering. It's to the point where I don't have any time, right? The good news is I did get my big truck running again, so I will try and facilitate a load of firewood. Air conditioning company wasted my time this morning, so I told them to fuck off. Not in those words, but I said, cancel the appointment and cancel my policy with you, because I had a warranty on the system I had. So I don't want your fucking business no more. So you've wasted my time for the last time. It's 4 or 5 years. It's been a fucking pain in the ass to get your asses out here to do your job. So I do think electricity is going to be a thing. I do think that there's going to be a whole bunch of other things, but I'm not going to fearmonger no more. I'm just going to tell you this. You need to be prepping, and you need to worry about the shit that's going to keep you alive. You know, if the electricity goes out right now, there's going to be a bunch of people die from exposure because they ain't going to be able to make it. All right? You know, I might be one of them, because I ain't going to lie to you. I fucking love air conditioning. And, you know, maybe it's because I'm older, I'm moderately fat, and even though I'm exercising as much as I can, you know, it's like, Jesus, you know. What else? Say the same thing I've been saying. Live a little now while you can. Seriously. You know, there's nothing worse, in my opinion, than people who think that some catastrophic event is going to be like, I'm okay. Well, I was fairly well fucking prepped during the Texas freeze, and we went 8 days without water. We were going through 15 gallons of water a day to flush the toilets. I cut it to 9 so that it was just basically me and my dad pooping. Sometimes it was 12 or 15 because I poop a lot. And then when my wife had to go big business, and then she peed in the toilet, we just didn't flush it. That's just for toilets. And that's only if you're on a septic tank. What about water to wash dishes with? Water to wash your dirty, nasty, stinky ass? I mean, we were lucky it was wintertime, so, you know, sweating was a thing, but not that much, because it was fucking cold outside. The Texas thing with everybody that died makes me sad. There are all kinds of people fucking trying to throw around blame. All I got to say is, you need to quit worrying about fucking blame. There is personal responsibility, but in this case, there is nothing anybody could do other than follow the rule of thumb. Do not camp on a fucking riverbed or near a riverbed. There's flash floods from Southern California all the way east to the Louisiana border with Texas happen. And in other places they happen too, just not as much. But anywhere where there's ground that's dried out from hot ass fucking sun and you get a deluge of water, you're going to get flash floods. So that means you don't fucking camp along riverbeds or creeks. In this case, the fucking water was 500 yards wide and 30 feet deeper than normal. That's hard to prepare for. If you come into Texas for whatever reason, you see a sticker or sign with feet measurements. Some of them had a flood gauge at the very top. If you have to cross one of those motherfuckers to get to your house, do not buy that house. If there is a drainage culvert next to your house, typically in a cul-de-sac, do not buy that fucking house. If there is a drainage culvert that you have to cross to get to into your neighborhood and your house, do not buy that house. It is going to flood. That flood gauge I talked about with a sign with feet measurements on it, most of the time the water gets high enough at some point where it's over the top of that fucking pole. Just saying, it's a Texas thing. Apparently there's still 160 people missing. And at this point, the odds of them being alive is very low. Anyway, information is knowledge and power. Live a little, prep a lot, share the love. Chief Prepper, out.